Hello guys, we are on Automobilista 2 today and we're going to be trying out the new DLC car, the Lotus 98T. This was an F1 car from the 1986. This was when horsepower was unlimited. You could run as much as you could ring out those engines with special qualifying engines and gearboxes that could only last 3 to 4 minutes at full boost. This was drag racing with these cars in the corners. At 5.5 bar boost, the BMW Turbo was rumored to produce in excess of 1350 brake horsepower in qualifying and set to race somewhere north of 1000 brake horsepower. The Lotus 98T was a Formula 1 car built by Team Lotus for use in the 1986 Formula 1 World Championship. The powertrain consisted of the new Renault EF15B turbocharged V6 engine. It is claimed that this engine in its pinnacle increment was claimed to produce in excess of 1000 horsepower at unrestricted boost pressure, thus making it one of the most powerful engines ever used in Formula 1 history. Alright, let's not waste any time and quickly get into the car and do a few laps on modern day Monza and see what this car is all about. Let's take it out. Oh my god, instantly you can see that boost kicking in. I've just left the pits and I'm already about to hit 250 kph. That is insane. Oh, a little bit of, yeah. There's a lot of wheel spin, especially when that boost kicks in and gets going. Oh, this is what. Oh my god, this car is insane. Wow, it's just raw power. Like it's it's so hard to control out of the corners. Like you cannot get excited with the throttle. You have to be easy on it. Ease it into. Let's see how fast you can go on the straight now. 352 kph on. Woo! Man, this is something. Wow, I don't know what to say. I'm just at a loss for words right now. This car is, yeah, it's really hard to get on the grip in parabolic, considering the amount of power this car has. But wow, oh my god, 357, 358, 359. Can we hit 360? Oh, 1 kph short. But man, this car is. It's just put a big smile on my face just driving this around. But yeah, this car, I'm really enjoying it. I actually want to take it into a race and see what I can do with it compared to the other 1986 Formula 1 cars. So let's just do that. So here we are. We've pushed the AI up to 100 and we're going to be starting at the back of the grids. Let's see what this car can do. You can see how scared I am to get on the throttle as everybody pulls away from us, but as soon as the boost kicks in, you just catch up to everybody. This car is once it finds the grip, it's just hard to keep it behind. But yeah, a big slow traffic jam here on turn 1 as everybody trying to get past safe and alive. Out of corners, this thing can be pretty slow, like we talked about. Turbo lag is definitely a thing in this car, but as soon as it gets going, I had to slow down because there was no space for me to go. But you guys saw how quickly it got up close to those cars and could have passed them even if there was space. And it's a little bit squirrely out of corners because there's just so much power causing that wheel spin. But yeah, we've already made up 2 positions now, and let's see how many cars we can catch up on the straight. Oh, we're getting a really good exit out of there. 2 cars already overtaken before the DRS zone. Remember, these cars do not have DRS. Ooh, almost stepped on the grass there. Probably could have gone into the wall, but the pace of this car, the sheer pace. Yeah, missing out my braking point obviously because it was just so quick through that corner just came so quick. Parabolic now. So this is one corner that I'm really afraid to get down on the throttle because you guys can see as soon as you put on a little bit of throttle, this car just wants to spin. It has really little grip, and that snap oversteer, I almost went spiraling towards the wall. But yeah, we managed to keep it safe, and on towards the other cars we go. You guys can see how quickly it closes the gap between the guys in front. Here we go, boost kicks in, and bye-bye. Other cars overtaking 3 cars. 4? Yeah, we get another overtake then. Oh, there's a bit of a pile up here. Where do I go? Where do I go? Oops, I'm sorry. I did not mean to do that. I got a little bit excited. But anyways, guys, it's been 2 laps and we've already made up more than 10 places. This car, it's unstoppable. Right, another straight. We'll kick in the boost, press the push the boost button, and see how many cars we can overtake. The pace on this car is just, it just feels like a different category of Formula car that I'm driving right now. These feel like F2 cars on the straight. Again, coming on to Parabolica now. This is just, you guys can see how scared I am to go down on the throttle. Like, it's just scary. But yeah, towards the straight we go, and just these. We've overtaken 3 cars on the straight before it's even half finished, reaching a 362 kph. There's just so much power in this car. But yeah, guys, I don't have a edge shifter. These cars obviously did not have sequential paddle shifters. They had the edge pattern, 5-speed gear. But I don't have that right now, so I just have to use my sequential paddle shifters to shift down. But I can imagine how fun it must be if you have a proper shifter. It's probably like a really good feeling. Then again, you have to control the car with one hand in the braking zone, and I don't know what's that gonna do to you, especially on a direct drive wheel. Yeah, this car obviously has a little less aero compared to the other cars. Out of the corners, it's got a little slow exit compared to the cars, but once it gets going, it's just so hard to stop it. And especially tracks like Monza, I think this car, this is where it shines at. But this is a lot of places where you can go full throttle and maximize the speed out of this car. But yeah, I'm getting a little more confident with the throttle on Parabolica, trying to control the slides, even letting it slide in some places. 365 kph in the slipstream of that car. This thing is an absolute beast. I'm just, it scares me, but it's put a huge smile on my face right now, just driving this around for 4 laps. And yeah, this was the car driven by Ayrton Senna. I mean, he's probably the only one who could have controlled this absolute monster of a machine, because as strong as it is, as powerful as it is very, very difficult to control. And from what I had read on Twitter, there's a guy who actually owns this car, who has this car, and he put a tweet out that AMS2 has a really good design of the car, really good idea of the car, but the brakes and aero on this car in the game are better than in real life. So maybe that's probably the reason why it seems to be just so quick through here. But the raw pace on a straight, the power, the turbo, that's something that's just there in this car. It's just unbelievable how quickly you can close the gap on a straight with this car. But here's the thing though, this car, obviously considering in that day and age, 1300 horsepower was probably difficult to control. I'm sure all cars had reliability issues back in the day, but this car especially, what I read was it retired from 15 race starts out of 31 that it did back in the season, or back in the day, not the season. But yeah, this car retired 15 times out of the 31 times. raced. So yeah, reliability was definitely an issue. But then again, who can blame you when you have 1300 horsepower sitting in this delicate piece of machinery? With the boost, the gearbox, you can see how squirrely it gets. You can see the engine revving. You can hear the engine roaring. It's bound to have some reliability issues. But again, it's just a brilliant piece of engineering. An absolute joy to drive, and I'm sure Senna probably felt the same. Yeah, it's been 5 laps and we've overtaken 17 cars in this monster that is the Lotus 98T. You can also see how quickly it drinks up as I feel. This is one thirsty F1 car. Oh, just sliding a little bit in parabolica, just what a 98T does, and here we are. That's the race with the 9. So guys, that's gonna be it for today. That was the Lotus 98T. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and the style of this video. I'll be uploading a lot more sim racing content in the future. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and the like button, and I'll see you guys very soon. If you have any requests for certain cars or specific tracks, do let me know in the comment section, and let me know if you enjoyed this race. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys. Take care.